Pops Your Popcorn, episode number 1. I'm Shahar.
And I'm Nash.
And today, let me tell you about this show. It's not about food, although we love food and we are going to use food. But it's about marketing and social media for businesses. Well, today I have Popcorn here to tell you what the show is all about. When I was young, there were no microwaves, so we had to make popcorn the old-fashioned way. You know how it was done?
How is that?
A little bit of corn.
Okay.
A pan, oil, put the corn there, close the pan, shake it, shake it, shake it, and then you start listening. Pop, 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 pop. When you open the pan, you had a bunch of good popcorn. Well, social media is exactly like that. If you think, you start just with a little conversation. Could be on your blog, for example. You talk every 2 or 3 days about your business, about your products, and then maybe you open a Facebook account and start talking to people over there. Maybe you use audio and video on your website, and slowly it starts popping. Pop, 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 pop. People start talking about your business, talking about you, talking about your products. They perceived you as the expert in your industry, and you guess what? You have success. It's like having a bowl full of popcorn, and it just started with a little effort. Exactly the same, the popcorn and the social media. Now, if you're not online using social media to grow your business, who is popping your popcorn? Who is taking care of your customers and prospects? Tell me, I want to know. Because if you're not there, and if you're finding excuses like, I really am too busy, or I can hardly read an email, somebody else is taking care of your customers and prospects. It's not about the technology, it's about the content. So pay attention to that. Social media is very easy to use. And if you don't take advantage of that, somebody will. And guess what? They are going to keep your prospects and clients.
Sure, I like it. I really like how you said that it's not about the technology, it's about the content that you have. Because that truly is true. And a lot of businesses, they get stuck thinking, oh, well, I'm not good with computers. I don't know how to do this. And they get stuck in that mindset, and they don't even try. So get away from thinking that it's about the technology and focus on the content that you have to share. People come to you because they like what you have to tell them. So get that message out there and show it to them. Online, there are tons of tools for you to use. So just leverage that power and use it to spread your word.
Yes, and especially if you're older like I am, if you're a boomer. Do not think the internet and social media is only for geeks and young people. That's not true. For you to have an idea, the average user of Facebook is 35 years old or older than that. So, no excuses, just go do it.
And as far as tools go, I'd like to share with you one tool today so that you can't say that you don't know anything about anything out there. That tool is called Twitter, twitter.com. They call it mini blogging. You have 140 characters to share your message. So it's very limited. You have to keep it concise and you have to keep it clear. You have 140 characters. So you write down your message and your followers, people who follow you. So let's say, Shahar, you're on twitter.com. I go there and I choose to follow you because I like what you have to say. And
good.
then
I'll choose to follow you too.
And you'll choose to follow me. So see, it's a mutual relationship. And then every time you have something to say, you say it in 140 characters or less, and I get it in my computer, I get it on my phone, I get it wherever I'm using Twitter. So and that way, instantly, when you communicate with me, I get that message.
And how can I use that for business? Because when I go to Twitter, it's just saying there, what are you doing? And it sounds kind of silly.
That's true, it does. And if you're using it for business, which is the case, which is what we're trying to tell you to do, you're not going to tell people that you're going to go to the bathroom right now or something like that. You wouldn't want to do that. But if you have a message, if let's say you're a marketer or something in your field where you educate people, you can give out a tip and you can let them know. Or if you talk about health, you can give a tip on how to live a better life.
So, for example, if you're in the seminar business, if you're a public speaker, if your knowledge is the product you're selling to people, Twitter is invaluable.
Correct.
But there are some companies that also use Twitter for PR control, right?
That's right. Comcast, for instance, is one example. What they do is, let's say, Shahar, you're pissed at Comcast, they did something, you don't like them for some reason. You go on Twitter and you tell all of your followers that Comcast sucked. Well, guess what? Comcast is on top of their game. They're going to find out about it. within minutes of you tweeting of that tweet, you're gonna get a call. You might just get a call from Comcast saying, "Hi, this is Comcast. We heard that you're frustrated with us. What can we do to better to resolve this situation?"
And Comcast is not the only one. There are several.
Definitely not.
And for example, Red Cross. Well, they used to let's say an earthquake happens in Peru or someplace like that. Instantly they will tweet and they will ask for help. Now, politicians, how would they use Twitter?
Well, politicians. Here's the thing. I'm a politician. I need to let people know what I'm doing, where I'm going, how I'm assisting the community, and things like that. Well, with Twitter, that's wonderful because, well, first of all, you have your followers, right? Politicians, just the fact that they call them followers, that's great. But then I go to a charity event, I can tweet and let all of my followers know that I'm doing that. I go and I'm speaking at a Chamber of Commerce, I can tweet and let all of my followers know that I'm speaking at a Chamber of Commerce. So for politicians, this can work. This could be a very powerful tool.
It's just a glimpse of what Twitter can do for you. And it's very, very, very easy to use. So you go to twitter.com. Can you spell Twitter?
Twitter, Twitter.com.
And you start. Another tip on Twitter is for business intelligence. You can follow your competitors. You can follow people you admire in your industry. So just by looking at your cell phone or going to the website, you can know everything that is going about. You can pinpoint a buzz or when something starts to pop right there on Twitter. And there are several cases, and maybe in another program we could talk a little bit more on how Twitter already changed things that were happening in the offline world. So you see that it starts popping, and you can pinpoint a buzz here. If you work with press, with the media, that's the perfect place for you to be in because you can see when a conversation really starts picking some heat. Okay, anything else?
No, that's it, Shahar. I really hope that our viewers understand this concept of who pops your popcorn, because really the tools that are out there are helping you pop your popcorn so that it starts popping, so that buzz comes around.
Exactly. And this tweet that you're listening is Apple, our dog under the table.
With a little toy.
With a little toy. And Apple will talk to you in a future episode. Thank you so much for being with us. If you have any questions about marketing or social media, just go to buzzbooster.com and leave a question there. We'll be happy to answer it. See you next time.
See you next time.
Bye.